Hello everybody, how you guys doing? My name is Philip Anglade, and welcome to FXProNow.com, where you can be able to learn everything Forex. And I am going to be talking to you about what I call This Week in the Markets. This Week in the Markets is an episode or a season where I actually go ahead and show you what I see on the charts, and potentially how you can be able to actually use the methods that I use into your everyday practices when trading, and how it can be able to possibly change the game for you as well. All right. So I've actually been teaching for a little while now. I've gone ahead and successfully taught over 700 people how to trade Forex. And I've actually been flown out all around the world to actually go ahead and actually teach. One of my favorite has been, I was actually flown out to Australia. There was a group of 60 out there. And then also in Atlanta, there was actually a group of 300 that I was able to actually go ahead and teach. I literally just flew in. Literally, I haven't even eaten yet. I just flew in from Haiti. I was actually there with my family, and we had a bunch of fun. So if anything, let's go ahead and actually jump in here. And first, we're going to go ahead and actually start to talk about what I see on EURUSD. And what I do see is the fact that if I was to kind of scroll out a bit, the market has been in an uptrend for a little bit. We do see higher highs and higher lows forming. We did see this high that was tested. It essentially tested the last low, but then from there gone ahead and actually broken through that last high over here, confirming this uptrend based upon the H4 time frame, as we can see here. And what I do see that it has retraced, and I would not mind, if anything, testing to see if it will continue that way to the upside. Being the fact that EURUSD doesn't really need a lot of pullback in order to continue its trend. And I love having my charts back. I'm not even in the front. There was a period of time where I didn't have my charts, and it was just irking me. So what I do see is the fact that price has continued down to 38.2. As you can see, I have this green because I feel comfortable at 38.2 for price to continue to the uptrend. If anything, I'll go ahead and actually add on 50%, so that I can be able to see, did it get to at least 50% retracement? It did not, but it's totally fine. I do feel comfortable continuing this move to the upside, and possibly getting to this negative 27% region. Let's go ahead and go to the daily real quick. I just want to see what it looks like on there, to see how these candles are forming. So price got to this monthly area over here, and then from there it tested that area, and literally price could not continue to the downside. Price had a lot of bearish movement over here, consolidated for a bit, and it got to this area again, and it could not continue. And I think the buyers are open to continuing this move to the upside. So if anything, I would not mind, being the fact that I do have this daily key level right here, setting a small take profit right here, I think would not be that bad. At this, let's say if I was to put this to a whole number, let's go ahead and put this to this area right there. It's like the same thing. So setting a small take profit, real small take profit at this 1.152, I'm pretty sure would not be a bad trade. It's a small trade, but I think we could be able to get something out of this. 35 pips isn't that bad of a move. We do see that this has broken structure on this M30 time frame. I wouldn't be surprised it'll continue. It'll push down for one more push to the upside, and I wouldn't be surprised that will be what could happen here. Let's go to the H1 time frame. I just want to see. Let's go to the M15. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised it'll push down one more time. It'll set it engulfing and then continue. But no matter what, I do see this continuing to the upside possibly putting your risk just below this area right here, just in case it continues to push to the downside. But I think this should be pretty safe. All right. So let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and I should just put in that one right here. And boom, boom, 5-2, boom. All right. Let's go ahead and go to AUDUSD. And for anybody that's wondering how I go from chart to chart, this is how I do it. Just so you guys know, what I do is if I wanted to make a brand new chart, right, I go to new chart layout, and then from there I go ahead and actually change my chart. And to open it up, I go to load, and then this is how I change my pairs, or go from pair to pair. I don't change it over here because through experience I've lost all my data. So this is how I go ahead and actually change my charts. Okay. All right. So AUDUSD, we're still seeing bullish action to the upside over here, and right now it's at this H4 key level. Yeah, this bullish action has not stopped at all. Yeah, this bullish action has been crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if it's based on this daily move right here. Let's go ahead and see this. Right now it's at 61.8 at this area right here. I wouldn't be surprised if this will continue to push to the downside. But, you know, it makes no sense to go against the trend. Honestly, I've been burned by that too often to go against trend. The trend is pushing to the upside. Continue to buy until it shows you something otherwise, until it breaks its structure somewhere around here. If it goes under an area like this, that's when you go into these sells and stuff like that. Just the trend is your friend, is what they say. If it's continuing to push to the upside, keep with it. Personally, I'm not going to trade this because it's too far into the move for me personally to get into anything like this. But I see this continuing until it says something different. And the reason why I favor the sell and I wouldn't touch it for me personally is because it's been on the downtrend for a long time. But I wouldn't be surprised all of the take profits were hit in this move right here. But I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and go to UJ. Let's see how this is moving. It's been in this consolidating state for a little bit, huh? Let's go to H4. Yeah, so it's been in this area for a while. Let's see how far it came. It's still in this continuation area. I still see sellers in this area. Being the fact that it hasn't made a move, like a true move, I wouldn't say anything about this either. I would need price to get back up into this region over here for me to feel comfortable doing anything else as far as continuation of the sells. Me personally, I wouldn't get into any buys or any sells at all when it comes to UJ right now. Now, why? Because what you'll learn in the course is you need for price to continue to push up for it to continue its way to the downside. Being the fact that these sells, these sellers have, it was a strong sellers movement to the downside over here. So I do see price, if anything, only getting to 38.2 and then continuing its way to the downside to this weekly key level and or to this negative 27% area over here. So I do see the continuation of the downside move. I need for price to get to at least 38.2 for me to feel comfortable to continue that move to the downside here. Mostly because it can still get to this 50% monthly or 61.8 and then continue. But like I said, being the fact that this has had so much action to the downside, I do see that 38.2 is probably the highest that it will get to, and then continue. Let's go to GBPJPY. And if anything, before we get to that, I do want to let you guys know what you can be able to get access to. So literally, it's pretty interesting. GBPJPY is literally at 140. And if anything, before we get to that, so if you were to scroll down in the comment section, not in the comment section, but in the description section over here, you'll see if you want to learn how to break down the chart, let me show you how. You can literally click onto our website, fxpronow.com. And once you get onto fxpronow.com, you'll be able to actually see our site and see what our goals are and stuff like that. What I would definitely suggest you do so you can be able to get updates, and if you have any questions and stuff like that, go ahead and join our Telegram group. And once you click onto there, it will add you into like a WhatsApp type thing. There's over 500 people in there, people that are just like you that are looking to learn how to trade as well. And if you're looking to be able to learn the basics for free, you can be able to subscribe to our YouTube by clicking onto here, or by just going into here and then just clicking on the subscribe button right here. So you can be able to always be able to get updates. And if you know anybody else that's looking to learn how to trade, go ahead and have them click on the subscribe button so they can learn for free as well. And if you're looking to be able to literally go to the next step in your learning world, you'll be able to go into here so you can be able to actually get into our course. Once you get into our course, you'll be able to actually have access to FX on the Beach, which is a cruise that's coming up in August. And then also a portion of your course payment actually goes to help out people all around the world, and you can be able to read up on that. So if we were to go into the course itself, you'll be able to see the fact that we have a lot of stuff in store. There's an online course and an in-person course, whichever one you would like to get into. The next one is going to be this month on the 24th. And there's only, I forget exactly how many seats left, but we only have 10 seats that we have, and it's almost filled. So if you want to be able to get access to that, go ahead and click on there. If you have any questions, there's an email that you'll be able to get into. And then once you go into online course, if you're anywhere around the world, there's literally a 3-day offer that you can be able to get a portion of the course, that you can be able to see exactly how a course will be listed. There's also a story of somebody that went through the entire in-person course. And just until, I want to get the date right, just until this Friday, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the 19th, the price is only going to be $497 for the actual course, but it's supposed to be $997. So you're getting half price until this Friday. And what you're going to get access to is literally a whole bunch of content. So what I'm going to do is explain to you, you got to get your mind right. What type of trader should I be? How time frames correlate with each other? You see how I'm going from H4 to M30 and from H1 to M15. How am I doing that? Well, I explain that in here with great detail. On each time frame, what do I exactly do? I explain about that, and then from there, what I go ahead and do is talk about TradingView, the fundamentals of there, and then where do I start marking on my charts? What do I do next? How do I know if the market is trending up? How do I know if it's trending up? And how do I know if it's going to continue to trend up? And then how do I confirm that I should actually get in to go up or to go down? If I should buy or if I should sell in the markets? How can I visually see where the market may go next? And then from there, how do I know how far the price should retrace? How could I know how fast and where price should go after it retraces? Literally setting your take profits and stuff like that. And then where exactly do I enter? I go in depth in here. And then from there, how do I know whether I should stay or get out of my trade? And then literally I'm breaking everything down into one thing here. The checklist before entry, if this happens, then this is what you should do. And then from there, you'll mostly see this happening in the markets. And when it does happen, how do you react step by step? literally everything that you need to know when it comes to the markets is in here. And it's not just me saying that. There's stories. So this is also stuff that you're going to be able to get access to in here. Lifetime access. You're going to get access to the cruise and also get access to giving. But don't hear from me. You can be able to hear my story, but other people's stories as well. Go ahead and listen to those. You know, see what their reaction was after actually taking the course, because I don't want you to just hear it from me. I want you to see it from them. And if you want to be able to also get updates and stuff like that, go ahead and put your email into here. You'll always be able to get access to our updates. All right, let's go ahead and get into GBPJPY. So what we see here is based on this daily time frame, price has been pushing down for a while. It needs to retrace. You know, the sellers got a little tired. They said, hey, listen, you know, we got a lot out of this. I wouldn't be surprised price will continue its up movement until it gets to this 140.777 area. The last time that it was there was here. Price pushed down, consolidated for a while, and I remember this trade right here. I got from here all the way to here. I saw that consolidated for a bit, and then it pushed up. I wouldn't be surprised that price will at least get to this 38.2 area. I feel very confident about this one right here. This continuation of the upside move for a total of about 70 to 80 pips up until this 140.777 move right here. I do feel confident about this. The H4 time frame is correlated with the M30 time frame, and you'll see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. I wouldn't be surprised they'll have one more push to the downside. Once it has that push to the downside, you'll see an engulfing candle to push to the upside and then continue to that upside move up until this 140.777 here. So I do feel confident about this one, and I will be getting these 80 pips right here as well. All right, boom, 140. Now, usually I'm not the guy that gets in the middle of the move, but I do feel good about this one right here. Being the fact that it has pushed down for so long, it's getting into it's at the middle of the retracement. I do feel good about this one right here. All right, let me go ahead and see it on the daily. Yeah. Let me go ahead and see where this lands. Visibility. Yeah, it is on the hours. Let me go ahead and pull this in here. Let's go to the H1. And that 38.2 point right here is just around this point right here. So I would not be surprised that it'll continue its way here. I wouldn't be surprised it'll push down a bit, right, for these, you know, small moves, but I do see it getting to at least here. All right, let's go ahead and go to gold. You know, as I was on the plane with my mom, I was telling her, because I told her a couple months ago, I was like, yo, you need to buy some physical gold. And when I told her that, price was right at this 1200 area. And I told her, I was like, hey, listen, you know, gold is now at about 1300. And I was like, I told you. Because she kept on getting, so as you can see, we called this all the way back here. We called this all the way back here. It was literally in August, actually. We called this up move, and it has performed beautifully. I wouldn't be surprised it's going to be a major retracement. I do see a major retracement coming. Let's go to the H4 time frame and see how this is going to move. You see how it's consolidating a bit. I do see this having a major retracement. All right, and I wouldn't be surprised it's going to come from all the way back here. Let me see this. Maybe not, but maybe yes. From all the way back there and getting to 38.2. Yeah. You see how I have a weekly over here? Let me go ahead and do that. Let me see something. Yeah, man. I do see that. So I called gold a while ago, and right now, like, it was up like a good amount. I forgot exactly what it was up. But right now it's up 218 pips. I'm just going to close that one out. And I'm going to set it, and I'm not saying to do this. I'm just saying this is what I'm doing. I'm going to get this at 38.2 at this 1260 area. Now, again, I'm definitely not saying that you should do the same, but what do I see? I see consolidation in this area right here. And at the same time, I don't even know if this trend line even matters, but it was drawn and it's slowing down right there. I wonder why. Anytime I have a thick trend line like this, it means it's based upon the monthly, and you'll also learn that in the way that I do things, so that like I know exactly everything right when it happens, so I don't even have to like think about it. So this is based on a monthly, and as you can see here, which is pretty interesting. Wow. And what's crazy is from point A all the way down here that I just drew to point B right here, I see it getting to 38.2, possibly even getting to the 61.8. I don't see it going that far, to tell you the truth. I think 38.2, and then what is negative 61.8? Where does that go? Literally to freaking amazing. Beautifully. It's that. All right. I don't know. I think that's pretty interesting. So, my ultimate where I do see price getting to is this 14.26 after it makes this retracement right here, continuing its way to the upside. But what do I know? All I see right now is price pushing down to at least 38.2, and then continuing its way to the upside. But I guess we'll see as that goes. As you can see, last month we had a very bullish candle form here. All right, so that's what I see for gold. I said I'm gonna take profit at this 1260 right here. So let's go ahead and go to Bitcoin. I really don't even pay attention to that anymore. I bought Bitcoin, but I transferred all of my Bitcoin to Ripple. Not all of it, but a strong amount of it, because I don't know. I feel a little bit more confident in Ripple than I do Bitcoin. But, what do I know? All right. Man, what's crazy is I got into a sell all the way back here, and I didn't hold it. I was told to hold it, and I didn't. BTC USD. All right, let's go ahead. I don't even know which one it was. I think it's Bitfinex. All right, I'm not even gonna say anything about this. It doesn't even like do anything with me. So again, guys, so we have the small buy when it comes to EURUSD. Again, this may pull back slightly. Right, may pull back slightly, and then from there continue its way to the upside to this area right here. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So that's that. And then from there, we have the GBPJPY continuing its way to the upside to this monthly right here. And then from there, we have this sell getting to this 38.2 right there. Again, guys, if you feel confident based on what you've learned today, and if you want to be able to go a little bit more in depth, literally just click on this. Click on fxpronow.com. Here, let me go through the whole section. So go to fxpronow.com. Let's go to fxpronow.com. You go ahead and click where it says take the advanced course. And if you want to go ahead and go into the online course, you can click on there. The in-person course, you can click on there. If you have a couple questions and you would like to speak to me directly or through email or something like that, click on the interest list and you can be able to follow directions. You can be able to speak to me directly. And if you're ready to get into the online course, go ahead and just click on online course. It'll lead you to this right here. If you want to be able to just get a free trial, you will go ahead and click on there. And if you want to be able to watch their stories, you can be able to go ahead and do that. Read exactly what you will be able to get access to, right? And then from there, go ahead and click on enroll in online course. And then it'll lead you to this page right here. And you can be able to get half price right now until this Friday. All right, so you only have a couple of days. And once you click onto there, if you already have a Teachable account, it probably already has a card inputted on there. Sometimes you got to go ahead off the card that's on there by clicking where it says use another card, fill out the information, and then from there go ahead and actually click I agree and then enroll in course, and you'll be able to go ahead and go on from there. All right, guys. So again, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and actually get into that interest list and go ahead and email me, and I can speak to you directly. And welcome to the team, welcome to the family. Believe me, this is just the beginning. I'm so excited for the cruise that's coming up in August, for all the people that are actually in the course itself. We already have people that have booked the cruise. It's gonna be a lot of fun in August. Literally, what's pretty interesting, it's, if I'm not mistaken, I think a day or 2 days after my birthday. So I think it's gonna be pretty fun. All right, and yeah, again, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment at the bottom.